things happen far too often.
So I was saying I need to change my clip because it's too big, actually.
A vacuum, a metal pole, evidence of the restraint that you talked about, a head covered with maid hoods.
I'm gonna go this, but I'm willing to go as low as this if I don't see the
plastic bag and tape. I mean, it's just terrible.
Looking for an effect.
Discovering the extent of the inhumanity and torture in Syria by Assad's regime here in Hampshire. People who are adults who are animals torturing a little girl. It's just absolutely horrific. It's happening in our own country.
Yes. Well, case review, no doubt, sentencing to come as well. I'm sure we will come out about this as well.
It's all throw away the key.
Well, they are facing a lot of them. Yeah. Let's move on to politics, I guess. Financial Times, a very dramatic photo, among many, of the tractors descending once again into central London to Westminster.
Yes, I'm based in Parliament and we spent whole day trying to work and listening to the noise outside, but it's clear these people are very impassioned. There's hundreds of tractors that descended on Parliament Square today. They're all weeping, doing go-slows around the square, and there's quite kind of real atmosphere. You know, they do really believe what they're protesting against, which is the budget changes to means that farmers will be liable to inheritance tax on a certain level, and they accuse Labour of destroying their livelihoods and threatening family farms, which may now have to be broken up in order to pay inheritance tax bonds that they face. And this was their way of demonstrating against it. It's very colourful, very powerful, it's captured the nation's mood. People really know about this tax on farmers, and I think Labour are taking that topic.
Yeah, but not the first time, and not just to be fair.
It's the nation's mood, some of the nation, not the rest of the nation. I didn't go down to House of Commons to see go off my land, as they might if I was there. But I can imagine that was just stop oil, rather than just stop soil. They would be, people might be arrested. The people who are cheering them on, the MPs cheering them on, they're going to be arrested, going to be banned, can't bring London, but that's fantastic. Such a picture, but it's ridiculous. The government's got to get its message across about how when they filled up their tractors with their subsidised red diesel and coming to London like this, create traffic chaos. In fact, that the deal they're getting on inheritance tax. Inheritance tax was there until Margaret Thatcher lifted it for farmers, landowners in the mid-80s. We actually had more of our food produced by British farmers when last time the inheritance tax was levied, but their allowances is 3 times.
See, I have a little bit of hair behind my ear here. Like, look how long that is. It's so long. Actually, it's all long.
You've got to get it across because you might not win them because, of course, they've got vested interest and titles,
it's really long.
whatever it is, they're fighting their corner. What do the groups do there? They're entitled to the democracy, but you've got to get the message across to everybody else because they don't speak for the entirety.
Yeah.
The difficulty for Labour is, what is it, about 100 now of the constituencies they won in rural areas. You have a story on the front page of the
But at the
Daily
same
Telegraph.
time, it's like bouncy as everywhere.
And down the bottom, the Mac cartoon, if we've got it. Well, I was in
How much I want to brush my hair, but I might only want to brush like this much.
Accused of not liking a large part of our country that lives in rural
Until
those people in those rural areas, farmers are a minority. I'm not sweeping them away.
Not the people in green belt areas.
They are.
They're really around.
People in those rural areas.
yeah, I don't want to have it really long.
Criminal justice system, all those services which need improving, and if the inheritance tax on land and including farmers raises the $500 million that it's forecast to do, if it does, well, that will be
to any large budget we have in this country. That is the point they're making.
That will be $500 million to chicken feed. If you've got $500 million to spend,
what is the NHS and social care budget for this country?
Yeah, it might be 140, 150 million, but $500 million would spend a lot of money. For instance, if you were going to subsidise bus fares, if you had about $500 million, you could probably just about abolish them Never mind, reduce them down to £2 from going up to
It is about
£3.
prioritising and clearly
Yeah. See, what happened was I
in the 1980s gave them a deal
needed to be on like almost a 0 because
their special deal. But they'll get another special deal.
there's like a lot of fuzz in between the line behind the line and the hair, and it's like fuzz, it's like sticking out, and it makes the line not noticeable. There's like a tuft, so it's like has to be fixed. We have similar styles, and they're similar because they're different. So I'm putting it on this. If you've come to Brexit, you've come... Wait, what Brexit? What is Brexit? Not another one.
You are watching the press preview, first look at the front pages as they arrive.
Okay, never mind.
I'm Mark Swain and I'm Sky correspondent based here in Washington, D.C. We've been warned that we would meet people in the lowest moments of their lives. Their story is one of fundamental American faith.
I wish you would not tell me about the Americans anymore. They're like, what?
I witnessed the remarkable passion for politics here, but the anger too. This is just the audience. Is this the moment to reform that rules? You know, it's easy to go to politics. It's important to take up parts of the issue.
All the talk and they tone down humble Trump. Yes, maybe there was just a little less rhetoric, a little less divisiveness, but in the end it was the same rhythm, the same speech, the same man.
All of the bad nothing is still your life thing. It's Donald Trump is good. If I were, I was just saying it's Trump, but maybe just doesn't say that.
It's like doing a thing.
Israeli military restrictions in terms of some of the things that we can film, but it's important to the what we've been allowed to see over here. That is a humanitarian corridor.
I barely care about that now.
A young American medical student is making remarkable things happen.
I've seen a lot of good things, and honestly, we should have done it.
I don't think there's a thing about that. And so they gather for this wonder of nature. I'm very excited. This is an extraordinary moment beyond anything I could have expected. Sky News gets the full story first.
Welcome back. You are watching the press preview with me once again,
No
Kevin Brown and
comment.
Claire Ellicott. To the Telegraph, Kevin, we go. Plans for, as they put it, a
This gotta be
tax on
buzzed.
junk food. This is the chief
Look how much
medical
hair is
officer
behind my
specifically-
Yeah, England's chief medical officer, of course, became very famous problem during COVID, and he's looking at the obesity. And he's saying, look, the only way is to get people to eat healthier by taxing healthy food. So they're heavy with fat and sugar. And it's a very good idea. Will the government want to be seen to be putting up the price of food? When living standards and disposable income it's big economic priority now after it's sort of decided the high sustained economic growth in the G7 doesn't going to be delivered.
Did they say what food and if that would discriminate against certain
It will come
foods?
off. No.
Yeah, well, probably food people, isn't it? Propose an industry-wide levy on salt and sugar.
It's so bendy it can come off from the top.
Rather like what's happened in soft drinks, where George Osborne came in with a sugar tax, which you always hope that it
I didn't know this was gonna become like a thing. Like I'm on one now. Like
which it did so, but it didn't cover it. But I say, let's say, don't do it because you're a bit poorer people hard as well. It used to be the argument that don't ban smoking indoors because it tends to be poorer people who smoke, or kind of save lives if you do it with the to just let poorer people die.
Yeah, I mean, probably if you take, salt, sugar, crash it out, it just tastes good, doesn't it? I always have those people put salt in everything else. Shall we move on? Do you mind? I apologise. To the Financial Times, which is a bit of a hand-grenade talking point, to be fair. Bosses must be paid like footballers if the UK is to compete with somebody in the city of London.
Actually, just worked out a billionaire financier, people who run companies should be paid more. I think there is an argument for this. There has been, after the financial crash, there was a real kind of backlash against bankers. There was sort of calls for them not to get bonuses. But the reality is,
bonuses are shares.
Yeah,
the company being responsible.
Yeah, and like some of those were well, targeted, but Rachel Reeves has actually said that some of it went too far. She's trying to raise some of it back. The reality is that these are highly competitive global industry. The city of London still makes up a large proportion of our GDP, and actually, do you need to incentivize good people by paying them lots of money to get them to do a good job? Yes, I think you probably do.
Welcome back. Now, there are questions around human rights, workers' protection, and why Saudi Arabia was the sole bidder to host the 2034 Men's World Cup. However, the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, has now made it official, also confirmed for the hosts for the 2030 tournament, which will take place across 3 continents to celebrate 100 years of the tournament. Our sports correspondent Rob Harris has some point. 2034 in Riyadh, kick off for the 2034 World Cup party, a show of political and financial power. Saudi Arabia. This was a victory engineered for Saudi Arabia by FIFA. The fast-track process with every rival. Are you ready? Still presented as a decision for global affairs, but they were left dialing in on Zoom. Critics and media kept away from Gianni Infantino in Zurich.
I wouldn't mind being in a zoo. There's a mall.
FIFA's democracy, just a stage-managed confirmation by acclamation, and yet the dissenting nation Norway
Other animals would
acknowledged on FIFA.
These concerns relate to the bidding process being perceived as not fully aligning with the principles and objectives of FIFA's governance reforms of 2016.
But they went ahead anyway. Saudi 2034 was lumped together with 2030 picks. Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay. We did 2 envelope reveals for this sporting World Cup and popped it behind the scenes. Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. No mention of climate concerns spreading the tournament across 3 continents. Everyone gave up something for the benefit of all, for the greater good.
The greater good,
FIFA, maybe.
bitch.
What about concerns in Saudi
So
Arabia
annoying
about
to me.
human rights conditions for migrant workers, building 15 stadiums, and discriminatory laws for women and the LGBTQ plus community? The FA did say it was assured by the Saudis everything will be fine for fans, and echoed their message the
I
World
think
Cup will
this
be a
can only be
catalyst for
fixed
positive
by
change.
completely buzzing.
The human rights groups call this sports washing,
Like without
using
saying,
these mega events to detract from horrors like this. The murder of the Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in 2018. But his widow told Sky News she isn't opposed to the World Cup hosting.
That's very good what they're doing by getting a normal relation with the entire world regarding sport or economic or
I kind of
political ideas.
really wanted
But
to
at the
feel
same
like a
time,
little
there
bit
is
of
an
hair.
unfinished business here, which is Jamal Khashoggi case. It's not completed.
Scrutiny in Saudi Arabia will intensify from the world, if not FIFA, after a day of celebrations. But there was no jeopardy. This was a coronation without a contest. Rob Harris, Sky News.
Well, let's take a quick look at the weather forecast now, and it's looking fairly settled this week. It's chilly and cloudy for many, but northern paths will turn wet and windy over the weekend. There will be a cool, rather murky start for most today with low fog and patchy drizzle in the east, but expect a sharp frost when skies are clear with some dense fog in places. Scotland looks most of the risk. Central and southern parts will see clear conditions becoming more extensive this morning, and southern Scotland looks like clouding over, but northern Scotland will be quite sunny. Northwest
I'm not gonna show you before I fucking look in the mirror myself. I can't believe you. No, seriously.
Rather cool again.
So, I might have to like literally buzz the whole thing. But I was in the middle of just doing that. I knew it made me bald, but I fucking was like, this is still too high. I needed this to be like, you know, like a buzz. But anyway. I just want to look in the mirror. Yeah, let's just cut that. Let's just cut that. Yeah, he don't. He don't know how to do his hair. I don't know. Well, that's gross. Wash your hair before you do it.
Hello, this is Sky News at 4 AM here on the UK News, your latest headlines. Her life ended after brutal abuse. Sarah Sharif's killers are found guilty of her murder. Her father and stepmother will be sentenced next week, but now questions over missed opportunities to save Sarah's life. Also this morning, a glimpse into the life-bombing dictator. Rebel soldiers take Sky News inside their sad abandoned family home. The tube of Assad's father is set on fire as fighting continues across the country. And farmers leave the countryside for the cities as the farming union says it can't allow strikes and food shortages. Hello, very good morning to you. Thanks for the father and stepmother of 10-year-old Sarah Sharif, who was found dead in her home in Woking last year, have been found guilty of her murder. Irfan Sharif and his wife Bainash Batul were convicted at the Old Bailey. Also on trial was Sarah's uncle Faisal Malik. He was found not guilty of murder, but guilty of causing or allowing her death. The jury heard Sarah was beaten, bitten, and hooded in the lead up to her death at her home in Surrey. Shortly after the three defendants flew to Pakistan before returning to face justice. Sky's Sal Chowdhury reports.
Sarah Sharif was a spirited child who loved to sing and play her guitar. But last summer, everything changed. She was murdered aged 10. Sarah Sharif was subjected to a campaign of abuse at the hands of her father, Arfan Sharif, who was found guilty of her murder. Her stepmom, Binish Batul, also found guilty of murder. Sarah's uncle, Faisal Malik, was found guilty of causing or allowing her death.
All three defendants have only ever sought to preserve their own interests throughout this investigation and have shown no remorse for truly dreadful behaviour.
Binish Batul burst into tears when she heard the verdict. She denied any fault throughout the trial. Sarah's father had accepted responsibility, initially in a confession to police while on the run in Pakistan.
I forgot I took the caramel. That's gonna kick in. What am I gonna do then? We don't know. So.
How have you killed your daughter? I beat her up. I doesn't manage to kill her up.
It was here at home in Woking where Sarah should have felt safest, but she was subjected to sustained cruelty, being battered with a cricket bat and pole, an iron to her buttocks, being restrained with nasty
To her
tape,
butt?
being hidden,
She was assassinated.
and bitten.
Details Ava's mother is shielding from her daughter, who started year 7 this year without her friend.
She was very bubbly, little big eyes. She was never shy. She always used to be in like a pretend fashion shirt. It was just really nice to watch.
But not all memories are happy. Ava says Sarah once came to school covered in bruises.
She told me she fell off her bike, but I just knew that's not something that you would fall off your bike.
Prosecutors say Sarah was homeschooled and covered up to hide her injuries. But by the time police arrived at the family home, it was too late. Sarah's body was found alone on a bunk bed with this note from her dad. I love you, Sarah, it read. I'm running away because I am scared. The family left for Pakistan the day after Sarah died. Shortly afterwards, an international manhunt was in full swing. Sky News made contact with them and was sent this video used as evidence at trial.
We are willing to cooperate with the UK authorities and fight our case in court.
After 35 days, they did just that. Today, Sarah's mother, Olga Sharif, left this tribute to her daughter. My dear Sarah, I ask God to please take care of my little girl. She was taken too soon. Sarah had beautiful brown eyes and an angelic voice. Sarah's smile could brighten up the darkest room. Justice for Sarah is now within reach. Next, the sentencing and the inevitable question. Why did nobody stop her abuse before it was too late? Sabah Chowdhury, Sky News at the Old Bailey.
Well, the trial at the Old Bailey heard how, again and again, Surrey County Council's Children's Services were made aware of concerns. Now, a leading child protection specialist has told Sky News that the case shines a light on the level of demand there is on the system. Sky's social affairs correspondent Becky Johnson reports.
From the moment she was born, Sarah Sharif was known to social services. Throughout her life, there were times they could have intervened and opportunities missed.
Quite clearly, the system failed her because she tragically died at a very, very young age, where all the indications are that it could have been averted.
There have been previous allegations of abuse against
There's like a lot of detail to the line that I am not getting.
In 2014, her parents separated and Sarah went into foster care. The following year, she returned to her father, then her mother, as each parent accused the other of abuse. Then in 2019,
That looked like I from The Fifth Element.
to her father.
Don't.
In March 2023, her school made a referral to
Yeah, I'm gonna
social
make the other
services,
one.
but social workers closed the case after 6 days. Weeks later, her father withdrew her from school. That August, she died.
There are many questions for Surrey Social Services. Key among them, why, when Sarah's school contacted them about concerning bruises on her face just months before her death, did they not do more? That was their chance to remove her from danger, but they didn't. Instead, they contacted her father, ran some checks, then closed the case. Inexplicably, Sarah's history of vulnerability didn't appear to set alarm bells ringing.
Because it's curly in the
why
bottom.
not?
But I think I was gonna cut underneath of it, and I definitely want to cut underneath it.
They are naturally going to be prioritising.
But shouldn't a child with Sarah's history
And I want there to be like a line, and there's no line.
So the difficulty
I want there to be like a line.
the children at that time, what's that service responding to?
Sarah had begun wearing the hijab in the year she died. Now suspected that was to hide bruises.
When I think of Sarah, my immediate image of her is her smile.
For Sarah's friends and teachers, her loss has been devastating.
I don't remember thoughts of sadness. And I think I say that about the daughter's car. And the community, the shock was just immense.
Sarah died the year after a national review examined failings by social services in Solihull and Bradford to protect murdered children. Arthur Labinwood Hughes and Star Hobson. Star's family are horrified that lessons still aren't being learned.
How can this still keep on happening?
It's been 4 years since we lost Star, and I don't even want to think about the number of children that have lost their lives in that 4 years.
There'll now be a safeguarding review into Sarah's death. The manager responsible for Surrey Social Services said, "We are resolute in our commitment to protecting children, and we are determined to play a full and active part in the forthcoming review. It's too late for Sarah, yet another vulnerable child dead, despite repeated warnings to the authorities that she could be at risk." Becky Johnson, Sky News, Surrey.
Well, speaking earlier to Sky's Matt Barbett's Children's Commissioner Dame Rachel D'Souza said Sarah's case highlights profound weaknesses in the child protection system.
One of the things that went wrong here was data sharing. Right? Clearly, they didn't have the data on her being known before birth when they actually made the decision to close her case. I have asked successive secretaries of state to bring in a unique identifier and to share data on all children between all the silos of services.
But they're just palming you off.
I have been palmed off. I've had some yeses, some near misses. So that was one thing.
It might be
Another
like
thing is
today we do
an
one half,
educated home
and then
register.
tomorrow
I mean, this
we
little
do the
girl
other.
was
Because
identified by the school as being at risk
my
of
high is
abuse,
kicking in,
and
and
then
we didn't
allowed
order pizza yet.
to be home educated.
So I'm just like,
No child at
I'm
risk of
looking at
abuse should be home educated. We should have a home register. I've raised that with successive secretaries of state.
Dame Rachel D'Souza speaking there. Well, let's turn to Syrian.
this is my field of vision right here.
We've been given an extraordinary and sometimes terrifying look into the life of the people who lived under its rule. Now we can show you how Bashar al-Assad and his family lived. Sky News has been given access to his home with signs of luxury littered the floor, including evidence of millions stashed in foreign bank accounts, which is now a little abandoned. Our international affairs editor Donald Blackhorn reports from the capital.
Welcome to what the Assad family called home. They had many palaces, but this was their personal residence in Damascus. We were the first to show the dictator's private world here. Our rebel guide rifled through Assad family photos, startling glimpses of Syria's tall, gangly tyrants relaxing on holiday, and the life he and his family led before he was wrenched from power. Looters have completely ransacked this place, but amongst the mess there are some telling details. There's the portrait of Assad there, but on the floor, family details, homework from one of the Assad children, a diary within something that the children may have made at school. Also, Assad, the husband, these are certificates of earrings he bought his wife. All the jewellery's been ripped out of their boxes. And amongst those boxes we found these. This was the Assad family home, and here are, it seems, their wedding photograph. So this is the day that Asma, the British-born woman, married Bashar al-Assad. There with her family and his happy couple together. Years before their lives would end in flight into exile in Moscow. And here, a photograph of Bashar al-Assad, the young Assad, in the military on the back. The dictators.
I'm sorry.
This was the personal boudoir of Syria's First Lady, where she seems to have kept some of her most treasured belongings. Gifts from her children on a sea of looted luxury. While her husband was orchestrating the murder of hundreds of
I should dye it too, because it's my today weekend. I should just go blonde. It's like such a small amount. It's like it's just this part right here. I can go blonde.
Financial records
And I might go blonde there. I'm gonna blonde here. Bitches, it's everything now. Yeah, so.
That's a drop in the ocean.
No, it's not me. I'm not the Iceman. Please don't. Oh shit, my head, bro.
What all the money to go back to the Syrian people. We wanted to go back to the
For some reason, it was like some part over there. I understand it. I'm just. Say no more.
The rebel fighter invited us into a tunnel. It stretched deep underground.
Yeah. It's doing a good job because that's how I want my hair.
There's everything you need to live underground for a long time in this labyrinth. Bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen, huge air filtration system. It's protected and sealed off by these bomb-proof doors. And then through here, a generator section to power the whole place. And then we're told through this passage
earlier, I was like, I can't do that.
there is a ladder that goes up a long, long way, and they've no idea where it ends. An entire nuclear and chemical bunker below the house of the man who gassed his own people, while his family lived in protected luxury. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News, Damascus.
Well, while there's been scenes of jubilation in Damascus, there is also a sense of trepidation about what comes next. Parts of the country physically scarred by past conflicts are now attempting to start a new life. Our chief correspondent Stuart Ramsey has been to sent us.
No, I'm gonna go.
The regime's last stand, and it didn't last long, ended in Homs. The road into the city is littered with military vehicles destroyed or abandoned. The once fearsome checkpoint is empty, the city beyond it is free. In the centre of town, where an enormous statue of Assad, once dominant, is now a place of celebration.
My leg is falling asleep. It's like
the regime was powerful in Homs because it destroyed the opposition. Some of the most appalling attacks on civilians happened here. It's a place called Baba Amma, and it was the home of the uprising.
Ma would not speak.
Damaged in a campaign of blanket bombing and targeted attacks by the Syrian army in 2012. It's never been rebuilt, but people are returning now, living in the midst of the rubble. People are now on the streets, free of the fear of being arrested, imprisoned, or murdered. These scenes of ordinary life just didn't exist in Bahrain until now.
The way he says it, and then the way the justice system is just like, does not matter.
Family members murdered by the regime. It was a constant. And then this.
My foot fell asleep. I might have to stop.
After 14 years in hiding, Ahmed Hassanani, an anti-Assad activist, has just returned home.
See, there's a like curve right here, and
I'm saying hello to everyone still. I've seen my mother for the first
like
time.
people understand my hair. Like my brain literally knows, like right there is this curve, and I kind of want to keep it and put the part on the other side because I'm doing something with my widow's peak. Obviously, that's why I have one, and that's why you don't know what the fuck they are. So my leg fell asleep my ass.
At that time, I was service from the army. I was just 22 years old. So at that time,
do you care?
We used to see FSA.
Impregnate your mom. I'm sorry. This, I can only give you $1 million. I can't give you any more money.
And even our weapons were limited. There were a few of us.
Sunday Times journalist Mary Colvin, French photographer Remy Oklid, Syrian activists and civilians all died here. The media centre.
Well, this is the heart of Bab el-Amra and its significance in Homs. It's
I don't know
really
what just
where
happened.
the revolution against Bashar al-Assad started. This building is incredibly significant because it was where activists worked and the media came from the outside world. It was attacked a lot, and all of the neighbourhoods here were attacked. This place, in the end, was hammered so much that everyone left, and they're now only just beginning to return because, of course, the regime has fallen.
Homs is free now from Assad's long reign of terror. The future is far from clear, of course, but the present feels very special in Bab el-Amra. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Homs.
Well, for years we've heard claims of mass executions and torture being used on inmates taking place in the notorious Sednaya prison and the outskirts of Damascus.
It's hard to explain it.
Went to the prison
like it does twist like a little bit when it comes out, and that's sort of like letting go of something.
The stage overpowering. The detainees, those who spoke out against the regime, were tortured, electrocuted, sexually assaulted, and buried alive.
Let's cut this part real quick.
When you see this and to think that your brother was kept here, it's criminal.
Just because
I can't believe
my
that
pants,
my brother
actually,
and
not just to talk about my pants.
Ow! After the rebels open the doors to the cells, they uncovered brutality of a vulnerable nature. And this is the infamous crushing machine. I'm told that people were put into this machine and then they were essentially crushed to death. Sometimes they would bring dead bodies here and crush them to dispose of their bodies. Absolutely horrifying to see this machine here. This is a nation traumatized by years of brutal dictatorship at the hands of the Assad regime. For now, families continue to search for the lost.
Nelda Hakim reporting there has been some other stories making headlines this morning. And an 18-year-old Briton has been
Hopefully this is a hairstyle.
British girl Marcus McConnell was arrested by authorities.
It's about to be.
The girl's family reporting him having
I'm gonna call this the window speak.
The age of consent in Ukraine is 18 now. Northumbria police are continuing the search for the site's rugby player Tom Boyce.
Gotta be careful at the back because it does have to do something.
43-year-old's car has already been recovered. This Boyce has not been seen since Saturday. At Share Arctic Van Dyke are among 20,000 people in Malibu in Southern California who've been forced to leave their homes because of wildfires burning 1,500 firefighters attacking the blaze in a community famed for celebrities' seaside mansions. Well, you are watching Sky News. Thanks a lot for joining us. Plenty more still to come in with the sports news and in football. Yet more problems for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola as they face being knocked out of the Champions League after yet another defeat, this time at Juventus.
This is how you travel when the mafia wants to kill you. They've almost given up the very quickly, but that's the price who's willing to pay. Here, they don't just arrest and protect the mafia members, they also survive. Time after time, I've seen the devastating impact of extreme weather and climate change.
You don't get much snow at the moment.
They've had a warm spring and exceptionally hot summer, and that means that expecting to lose
You ever think about having a love affair with your Swiffer sweeper? I kind of been that way a little bit.
This disaster is testing the resolve of everyone on this island. The only way out now is by boat. Everything we've seen is devastated and living being.
As soon as that happens here, I'll leave. I don't need to like be forced to live here. I can't leave except by boat.
Turkey is very
loss is profound. Whole families died in this collapse. Generations lost.
Now it doesn't hurt me as much.
Rather than they contain the estates around the edge,
Hola!
speaks to the level of anger they felt. In Sweden, since Eastern Easter, this is just a small sample of the deadly arsenal taken off the streets. This is an example of an advert, really. Someone on the way to say, I'll do that for £1 million, and then we have the unfortunate one.
Yes.
I'm Civil Robin, 5 Europe correspondent based here in Berlin.
Bro, empowering, I'm sorry.
Urging the government to reconsider plans to introduce the inheritance tax on agricultural lands. The President of the National Farmers Union has warned that he can't rule out food shortages if the farmers don't strike. Sky's business correspondent Jeffrey Nolan with this.
The country has come to town. The mile-long row of tractors that brought Westminster up to a standstill. Farmers are still protesting They began early on farms like this one in Berkshire.
We can live without electricity, but we cannot live without food. And so much land will be sold off, which will never be farmed.
But it's also about family and heritage.
Whoops.
And fighting for the
I did this side on a 1, and I did this side on like a half 1.
We have all worked very hard to keep the farm. My parents and my uncles who were poor in the 70s due to high taxation. And now I'm facing the same thing, same Armageddon.
This lower tractor stretches all the way back to Trafalgar Square. It's clear that the government has underestimated the depth of anger. Its budget has cooled, and for months after it was unveiled, some protesters from across Britain's rural communities are still descending on Westminster. Chancellor is holding firm, but the government's efforts to quell the anger are failing.
But it's giving it a go.
We put £5 billion in farming over the next 2 years. That's a record number under the budget. Last week alone,
On the hairline now, look at that hairline.
farmers in the United Kingdom. In relation to inheritance tax, the vast majority of farmers will be unaffected despite the fear-mongering of the past government.
The farmers are buying it.
They don't care what we think, they don't care about what British public think. I really don't know what we're going to do. I have no faith in this government at all.
Ministers starting preparing for an escalation. The fear is that farmers could go on strike, leading to shortages in the bells.
I can't rule it out. The public have done absolutely nothing wrong. We absolutely have to have their support, and I really don't want them to get caught in the eye of this storm. So making sure that we don't cut off their supplies and that we keep the public on side is essential to making sure the government has to listen.
Maybe rural problem has raised its head once more. Without a breakthrough, it could soon become everyone's problem. Jeffrey Nolan, Sky News.
Let's have for the latest sports news now with Kenny.
Goal! Spotting opportunity round the space and slotted it home. It's what I do. The Sports Bulletin is brought to you by Vitality.
Hello there, Manchester City on real danger in knocking out the Champions League after 2-0 defeat at Juventus in the competition. Dusan Vlahovic and Western Kenny scored second half goals. Police are facing the real possibility of playing to qualify from the league stage. Although also league Pep Guardiola's side with a record of 7 defeats in the last 10 games in all competitions. They play Manchester United in the Premier League on Sunday, and the next game in Europe is away at Paris Saint-Germain. Meanwhile, Arsenal remain in the running for automatic qualification for the league stage after a 3-0 win over Monaco at the Emirates. 2 goals from Bukayo Saka, plus a third from Kai Havertz, means Mikel Arteta's side will go third in the league table with 2 games to play. Marcus Rashford's Manchester United career appears to be over, with the club prepared to sell the English forward in January. Rashford is just one of several players being made available for transfer, as Ineos tried to raise funds to reinvest in the squad. United were
Meanwhile, former Manchester United sporting director Dan Ashworth be on his way to Arsenal. Well, he has emerged as a potential replacement for Eddie, who resigned last month. Ashworth left United on Sunday after just 5 months at the club. He previously worked for West Brom, the FA, Brighton and Newcastle. He's understood to be a contender for the Arsenal role because of his good relationship with managing director Richard Garlick. The pair worked together at West Brom. Aston Villa have sacked women's manager Robert DePaul after just one win in 39 WSL games. Powell joined Villa in the summer by Leverkusen, but his departure comes following a 4-0 defeat by Arsenal on Sunday, which left Villa 9th in the WSL, just 1 point off the bottom. Assistant coach Sean Gozer will take over as interim head coach while Villa looking for a replacement. In cricket, Tammy Beaumont hit
it's going to be this long, I think,
England beat South Africa by 6 wickets in
but
the
it
third
will
and final
also hang in a beat
against South Africa, chasing South Africa's total of 233. There was a 3-hour rain and lightning delay before England could start their inning. When they did, their target had been reduced to 152 from 23 overs. It's the target they reached with ease to win by 6 wickets with 24 balls remaining. It means that England take the series.
But you do enjoy betting against South Africa, don't you? You've got a very good record against South Africa. Yeah, I can't help it, I guess.
It's kind of a decision where to cut it in the back. So I'm going to go and cut it in the back with scissors.
But yeah, I have to dedicate this
in the bathroom.
Kate Cross and her wonderful haircut yesterday, maybe a lot lighter, to run between the wickets today. But yeah, it's always good betting South Africa.
And cuts.
That's it from me for now. Plenty more reactions. Manchester City and Arsenal Champions League results for you over.
Just so I know,
plus all the goals
when I'm using the clippers, how far back I have to cut my leg closer.
Gloves in my size. I need 4.
Well, still to come here on Sky News. We'll take another look at this morning's papers in the press preview with advertising.
Just go. From what I saw, and the video's about to end, I just have to like go up the back and then stop where I tied it. But at the same time, it's like I have some head trauma right here, so I did want the hair to kind of cover that because I will be cold and shit. So I wanted the hair to like go around and then come back like that, just like a little oval. But it is like actually the hair is growing out like farther than that, so I need to like buzz it back like that and then go down.
So let's take a look then at the front pages, and with the headline, Not Even a Tear for Sarah, the Metro reports that 10-year-old Sarah Sharif's father showed no emotion as he was found guilty of her murder today. A quote on the front of the Express describes Sarah as having been killed by the very adults who should have loved and protected her. The Daily Mail asks, why does this keep happening? As it reports authorities list at least 15 chances to stop Sarah's murder. Sarah's story also on the front of the Daily Mirror, the smile that hid a life of torture, the headline. Meanwhile, the government will cut more than 10,000 civil service jobs as departments battle to stay within spending limits, according to The Guardian. Amid proposed planning reforms spearheaded by the Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner, the Telegraph warns of a Labour bid to bulldoze the home counties. According to the Financial Times, the Qatari government is seeking to double its $500 billion sovereign wealth fund by doing deals with the British and American governments. And the Star, again, leans on boffins, this time to suggest that AI and chatbots will turn us all into zombies. A reminder, by scanning the QR code you'll see on screen during the break, you can check out the front pages of Thomas newspapers when you listen to our guests. So let's head to Kevin and to Claire. Most newspapers, as we saw, Claire, dominated by the convictions today in the case of Sarah Sharif, with the revelations truly shocking and so many questions now about what went wrong, given she was under a protective plan from before she was born.
This poor little girl, 10 years old, is murdered by her father and stepmother, and as the Mail has on its front page, they missed 15, the authorities missed 15 chances to save her. The trouble is, you will always have awful, horrible people in the world, but we have a system that's supposed to be there to protect children and to protect those who may end up their victims. And it's clear that there have been real failures in this case. There's a safeguarding review going on. There's loads of questions for Surrey Social Services, who are supposed to have protected this poor little girl. And we've seen the heartbreaking footage of her today, playing her guitar. She's adorable, she's really spirited, she's got everything to live for. And these parents, her stepmother and her father, and you get all, you've also heard on Sky today the transcript of his conversation with the emergency services, and it's just heartbreaking. There are clearly signs that things were going wrong and a need for someone to intervene.
I'm working on my abs. Okay, they're doing something totally different than what I'm doing. So I just need to change the channel even. When I like fix this line right here, it's freaking better. I'm just gonna switch the channel because I literally like ever. Let's switch. How to. That guy is very common.
Can we get out of here? Do something that will cheer us up.
All I have tried to do is whatever it takes to just get us back to our lives.
I care about you. I admire you. And I'm falling in love with you.
Falling in love with you. I work in a bread factory. I was a scaler, but then I stepped down to buns, and now they're switching me over to like bread wrap, so I can go back to the bread.
In many East Asian cultures, salt is not traditionally used as a condiment. In its place, cooks use high sodium sauces, such as fish sauce. In Thailand, fish sauce is a key ingredient in traditional dishes, giving them a rich and distinctive savory taste. Used in cooking or as a dipping sauce, Thai fish sauce brings out the flavors of other ingredients. Fish sauce is made by fermenting 2 parts fish with 1 part salt. Over time, the salt will naturally extract water from the fish's flesh, creating the savory sauce. The factory processes 100 tons of fish every day. They use wild-caught anchovies from the Gulf of Thailand. Anchovies have a strong flavor, so even small amounts.
I gotta look at the pictures. I can fucking tell.
They mix 2 parts fish.
Now they're doing like chemical gas something. I didn't even see what it was.
Pressure relief fans are standard.
Gasoline pressure release fan. So I like trimmed it down, and now I'm gonna go with my finger and as a guide, and I'm going to cut the rest of it.
Production starts with a bin of wax pellets. They use pellets to